Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host Brian, along with my co-host Waleed.
What's up, Brian?
Not much, man. Before we get started, I want to talk to you about one of the comments that we got last episode about our boy Dean. Somebody, and kudos to this person. I'm sorry I don't remember your name, but Dean's a singer.
No.
Yeah. If you go back on the last video, anybody watching, somebody posted his YouTube page link, and I was like, oh, I don't know what I mean, because I do a lot of the comments. I was just clicking on it. I was like, kind of like, it was like the last thing I expected to see. So
That's
definitely,
crazy. What does
Wally,
he
check that
sing?
out. What?
What does he sing? I mean, I thought this guy was a
It was.
doll that had no substance.
I know. It was like it was crazy. Like one of his songs is called like North Face. It's like about like it has music videos too. Like this one's
Really? Oh wow,
yeah.
like legit.
So I don't know how to describe it. It's like poppy electric. I've poppy
How did he,
electronic.
but when he introduced himself on the show, how does he not mention that? He said he's like a model and shit, but he
Yeah.
like never mentioned any of that. It's like, how do you not mention that to the girls?
Yeah, I know. Maybe like they didn't want to have like promotional things like when you come on the show, but kind of kills our vibe of like, oh, people here are genuine.
Oh god, I know, right?
So definitely
Weird.
check that out. It was on our coverage of episode 4, so it should be one of the few comments on there. But I wanted to open with that because it was very funny, and I've been keeping it a secret because I wanted to get your reaction on camera
Yeah,
because
that's
I
a little
thought it was funny.
shocking. Shocking for sure.
Yeah. So okay, so the guy everybody we land in Naples, Italy, and I didn't know that this like when they actually like ported there that one like sidewall of all like the colorful buildings like it's in like paintings and pictures where it's like the up to the there's like a I don't know how to describe it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking about or not really?
I kind of forget this part. Why do I forget it?
So no, it wasn't anything about it. It was just like them showing the landscape of the town.
What
And
town were they in again? They were in
Naples,
Naples.
Naples.
Naples. Okay.
So it's just I don't know how to describe it, but like a lot of the it's I've seen it in paintings and like images like on Instagram. Sometimes it's like the colorful buildings, it's like a high like wall of buildings, and then like it's right on the coast. There's a road there.
Hmm. Yeah.
But it was very pretty.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of good scenery there from
Yeah,
what I hear. I mean,
definitely.
I want to go to Italy one day, but from what I hear, people who go, they say, yeah, it's definitely it's got a lot of vibrancy and like a
Yeah,
lot of
no,
it's in a lot of its coastal towns, so
yeah, it looked really cool. I've never been to Italy either. I'd like to go there.
of
But
course.
so this episode, we kind of just like they port, and we kind of get thrown right into the challenge here. And the challenge I thought was a cool concept. I don't know if it like delivered, but so they paired up with their couples, and they get 30 euros and 10 minutes to buy ingredients to a pizza. And it's not just making a good pizza. You need to find ingredients that are like remind like how you got here, like where you're
Yeah,
from, like what was it, Jordan and Kendra from Canada, or was it Marty and Emily? Marty and Emily from Canada or something, and they
yeah,
had
yeah,
Canadian bacon. So like along those lines of like do
yeah.
ingredients that you like that are meaningful to
Yeah.
you, like kind of
Ingredients,
describe your
yeah.
relationship.
Ingredients that can explain like their common interests as
Yeah.
well as their journey thus far to this point. So, I mean, it's got that little cool concept, I guess. So, I
Yeah,
like
so
that.
they had like a market out there, and like they had 10 minutes to buy everything, and it sounds really cool. And like what we're talking pre-show is the pizzas weren't that didn't look very appetizing.
No, no, none of their pizzas looked appetizing, and the Italian lady who was judging them, I think she was being a little nice. Um, but she definitely was. You could tell with her face expression sometimes. But what was the ingredient that Alyssa and Nathan
Fig.
put in their pizza? What did they put in that was like, you don't do that? That's like
Is it fig?
it was fig. They put
Yeah.
fig. Like
Figs are good, but I wouldn't eat it on a pizza.
not on a pizza. No,
Yeah.
it's like, oh yeah, I'll take a
W-
pineapples on pizza any
Were they
day.
the last one? Whoever the last one was like a soupy.
Yeah, it didn't even look. It looked so
Yeah,
doughy. It
it
didn't
looked
even.
so bad.
It looked like a doormat.
Yeah. It didn't even look like it was fully cooked in the middle. Like I'll try to find images of these pizza, but I can't promise that. But yeah, like yeah, again, another challenge that sounds really cool, and it just didn't really deliver. And Marty and Emily won, which I mean, at this point, it's like, are they picking winners based off of the couples they like? I just don't know how you can judge the pizzas when they like. How do you? It's really just how do they judge that?
I think they won like 2 weeks in a row
Yeah,
too. I mean,
yeah,
Emily, didn't they win 2 weeks in a row? Yeah.
something like that. Maybe like
Like
two out of three. Because maybe I think
2 out of 3. Yeah.
Daniel
It
and
feels like they
Shea-Lynn
won each
last
week.
time.
I'm because every time we see him, like gets a mid episode, I'm like, why are they always in the
Yeah,
captain on the
exactly.
captain's
Yeah,
dinner? I'm
it
like, they're
seems like a
always there. It
coincidence.
seems.
Hmm. Very coincidental.
Yeah, I'm like,
Um,
why are they always there?
yeah, yeah, and they're still like kind of taking it slow. Which is fine. I mean, it's like we're not worried about that couple, so maybe they'll. I'm sure they'll get there again, and they can build a relationship. Maybe get a little intimate, things like that.
Possibly, yeah.
Okay, two new guys came in. It was his name Ed? Was it Edri,
Idiri,
Adiri,
Idiri,
and Dustin?
Dustin, yeah.
Yeah, Adiri was 34. He's from Tennessee. I think he worked in like politics, or
Yeah, no,
he like
he's a
think like campaign.
campaign manager.
Yeah, super
Yeah,
cool, super interesting.
yeah,
And Dustin was a 35-year-old teacher who taught English to children, and it sounds like he travels the world.
yeah.
And
He's a Spanish translator, I think,
yeah,
too. Like he speaks multiple
another
languages.
interesting guy. Had nipple rings, which was I always think is weird on a dude.
I never caught, what
That was
happened.
just a thing Alyssa said. Like she's like, "Oh, you have your nipples pierced," and then she's like, "Oh, you have both of them pierced."
It's like, yeah, I mean, having one pierce is strange. Like, if you're
Yeah,
gonna have one pierce, you gotta pierce them both. Like, it's just such a
yeah.
weird look if you only have one.
So that was like, well, I know I'm jumping ahead there. That was one of the dates that they had like set up where I think they had a date, or maybe that was a small interaction. But what do you think of those guys off the bat?
Dustin seemed cool. I mean, overall, I mean, aside from the nipple piercings, I mean,
Yeah,
he seemed like a cool guy, really chill, relaxed,
adventurous.
and he's a good looking dude too. Deary, I don't know, he just comes off like a bullshitter to me. Like it's scripted. He comes off mature and everything. For me, I don't know. He just comes off a little bit like a bullshitter.
Yeah, I was cool with him until like the end, and like at the sail away ceremony.
Oh yeah, when she had to make her choice, yeah, he was a
Yeah. Well,
little.
let's save that because I want to just talk about the dates. But that was the thing. I was like, okay, this is. I'm glad he's leaving because I don't want to hear
Yeah,
from him anymore.
no,
Um, so there's a couple dates. So again, the crewmates are mingling, trying to get people there. Really noticing, like you said in the pre-show, Wally, that Nathan is in the crosshairs of just like not opening up to Alyssa, and we'll get to him sticking around, but he's just like, and then finally he's like, yeah, I really like. He finally like he was opening up today, and it's like it's too late, dude. You've had multiple episodes.
yeah, I had a feeling that this might be the last straw and
Yeah,
everything between them. But yeah, I mean, it's yeah, the guy's he's got so many lives, it's crazy, and he's got
yeah,
like it seems like sometimes he has like no personality either, though. So I'm like,
right.
oh, what is
Yeah,
getting him through all the way to this point?
right. Like, is he? And it's hard to tell. Like, does he have no personality, or he's just like being completely guarded? And
I think that it might be that honestly.
yeah,
I don't.
we just don't know, and we don't get like. There's a lot of stuff going on where you don't really get to see these people talking that much each episode. So a lot of people like just kind of go under the radar. Um, like especially like in this episode, I thought like we got a tiny bit of Sarah. Like we barely saw Shea-Lynn and Daniel. Um, well, Shea-Lynn went on a date with the Deary, the wine tasting, which I thought was going to be like off the boat, and it wasn't.
No.
Um, yeah, but just like I didn't say this in the beginning, but the show moved to Paramount Plus, so I just don't know how much do we have left.
Yeah, I'm getting to that point too. I mean, but you know what? Is it like all around? If it's just all around Europe, it seems like I think we're at like just past the halfway point because it looks
Yeah,
like
it's got to be 8 or 10
they're
episodes.
heading to Crete in the next episode. So I'm
Mhm.
like, that's like the other end of Europe almost. So I
Right.
mean, we're past Italy, we're getting to Greece. It's like we're almost through Europe almost. So it's like,
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
I think 8 to 10 is going to be the range here of
yeah,
episodes.
yeah, probably 10 max. I would say we're on
Uh,
like 7 now. So
yeah, this is 5.
this is oh
Yeah,
shit! I thought we
yeah,
were like on 7. It feels like
yeah. I
we've
know
been
it seems like it's been going on for forever, but it really hasn't.
jumping ahead. So I feel like we're at the halfway point then.
Yeah, and the other thing is like now it's on Paramount Plus. I just wonder how many people are actually gonna watch this show and like actually know what we're talking about on these reviews. But maybe this is the way that people know that the show's still going on. They're gonna go based off of what we say. So hopefully we're delivering enough and making sense.
Yeah, I mean, the people who have been watching it up to this point, I'm sure they're
Yeah,
invested
it'll
somewhere.
stick.
So they'll if they have Paramount Plus, they'll probably get into it and
Hmm.
just like follow it wherever it
Yeah, it
goes.
could maybe it'll blow up now that they don't need to like watch it that night or I also don't know if it's premiering at 10 or whatever, or does it just come on at midnight?
No idea. I mean,
Wednesday. I'll have to check that out
no clue.
next week.
Mhm.
I'll take a peek on it. Okay, let's get to the sail away ceremony. Emily and Marty won the challenge, so she got the first round pick. So obviously she's going to take Marty. No surprise there. Kendra picks Jordan again. No surprise. Shea-Lynn picks Daniel. She kind of was like, I met Adiri, and
I had a feeling though that she was gonna pick Daniel. I had a feeling she'd go back to him. I'm like, there's no way she. I'm like, if I
she's not
see
going to
through
throw
his
it away.
bullshit, I was like, I feel like I see through his bullshit. I'm like, she has to. I'm like, I just, you
So
know,
what we're referring to here is like right before she was about to pick, Adiri's like, stop, 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 stop. Make sure you pick with your heart. And it's like, okay, dude, like you've been here 8 hours.
yeah. And Daniel's face was just like, what? Okay, I guess I'll
Yeah,
say
then he
something
like
then.
has to do a speech after. He's like, yeah, I
Yeah,
really
but he
like
had
you.
no choice. Like, okay, sure, but like, yeah, don't forget our good times or whatever he said that we just had doing whatever.
Right,
'Cause
right. It's like,
I
what's
just, you
the
know,
it was just strange. And
after that, I knew she was going to pick Daniel. I was like, there's no way she's
yeah.
going
And
to.
then I was just like, I don't know how I feel about this guy. I thought he was cool, and then like I was just kind of like, I don't know how I feel about people doing stuff like that.
Yeah, it kind of annoys me.
Okay, and then so Shaylin picks Daniel, Alyssa picks Dustin, so that was a surprise.
It wasn't too much to me. I felt like she was because she was on the fence again, and I'm like, one of them has to not pick each other at some point.
Yeah,
I was like, this
Elisa, I'm
has to
sorry, her
be
name's
it.
Elisa.
I was like, this has to be it. I was like, she's somewhat attracted to Dustin, so I mean, I was like, I could see her picking him, and I wasn't that surprised. And then the final pick. What was
Yeah,
your name?
yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not blown away by the picks, but I mean, it's something different than I feel like a lot of the picks are very like you can predict them. So
Yeah,
different than what it is. This is like we said before, this is like a couple episodes coming. And funny enough, Sarah has a final pick. She picks Nathan. So he's still here. And that's what Wally was referring to, him having many lives like a cat.
yeah, he really does. I mean, they had like one conversation, they hit it off, and then she had the last pick, and the other guys, I was like, I feel like she's done with Dean
Yeah.
after their pizza date, the pizza challenge. They didn't click at all. They
Mm-hmm.
didn't they weren't vibing or meshing at all. So I felt like she was done with him after the pizza challenge, and that
Yeah.
she could move on. I was like, she's gonna pick Nathan here, so that wasn't too surprising.
Yeah, right, right, right. Yeah. I mean, like we've been saying before, like we're not really totally impressed with Dean. Like
Yeah,
clearly he's not here for the right reasons. He's trying to blow up his music career.
probably
Um, but next week it looks like some more shakeup. Look like Elisa is like regretting her
regretting
pick.
her pick. Yeah,
So
I saw.
that kind of brings me back in. Like I'm intrigued to see. And it also
Yeah, I
looks like
want to see that
because
now
two new
too.
girls come in and Nathan looks like he's hitting it off with somebody. So like this is like kind of what we want to see in these shows. Like we need a tiny bit more drama. We like authenticity, but a little bit more drama would be really good.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's like, how many girls is he going to connect with next week? It's like he's in a love square
Yeah,
with
right, right,
two
right,
or
right,
three
right.
girls next week, and it's like, I mean, maybe the guy was just waiting for his right time to strike.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. He was just playing, just
He's
like
waiting for the
for
best options to come in, and he's like, all
yeah,
right, I'm going to have
yeah.
fun.
We'll see. Um, we still don't know how many episodes of the shows are left, but we will still be here on the boat reviewing. Make sure to check out some of our other stuff. We just did Love Is Blind last night, and it is the third of 4 weeks of the show, and it's been a great it's been a great ride. A lot of interaction, a lot of comments. We really appreciate that. Make sure to check that out. We had Bachelor in Paradise on Monday and Tuesday. Amazing Race. We're recording Survivor and Challenge later tonight, so expect that in the next day or two. So a ton of stuff for everyone to watch. We should have something at least every single day. So for myself and Waleed, thank you for watching. See you.